10 at 10 starts now with breaking news.
Breaking news, a driver is killed and a Council Bluffs police officer is injured following an accident on I-29. It happened this evening near 25th Street. Officials say Council Bluffs officer Josh Horner was inside his police cruiser when he was rear-ended by another vehicle. The driver of that vehicle was taken to an Omaha hospital but sadly died. No word yet on Officer Horner's condition. The name of the deceased will be released as soon as family is notified. Stay with WWT as we continue to update this story. And another serious crash to tell you about this afternoon. A wreck results in a man and a woman getting their legs amputated. It happened in the area of I-80 and 480 just after 3 p.m. Investigators say the man and woman were standing on the shoulder of the road as their car was being towed. That is when an oncoming driver lost control of their car and struck them. Both are in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The man lost both of his legs. The woman had one leg amputated. Investigators believe snowy weather and reckless driving are to blame. And as you've seen, the snow has been the story of the day in the metro, playing a part in many of those crashes. Meteorologist Brad Sugden joins us now for what we can expect the rest of the night. Hey, Brad. Hey. All right, well, thanks for tracking that, Brad. New tonight, a benefit to honor a family that has been through so much tragedy. 6 members of the Spear-Perez family were killed in a house fire in late October. Colin Ruane continues our coverage with a look at what remaining family members hope for moving forward. All right, we continue to keep that family in our thoughts and prayers. Also new tonight, we're told on Thursday afternoon, UNO Public Safety received a report of offensive graffiti. A swastika and racist slurs were located in a bathroom inside the Arts and Sciences Hall by a faculty member. The chief of public safety tells us tonight once the report was made, an official investigation was opened and the graffiti in question was promptly removed. UNO Public Safety is asking that anyone with information please call 402-554-2648. And new at 10, the latest after a deadly warehouse fire out of Oakland, California overnight. A couple dozen people thought to be missing have been located. Fire crews say they have only been able to recover 4 bodies from the building because of structural damage. At least 9 are confirmed dead after the fire broke out during a concert. Planning and building officials say the venue was only permitted for use as a warehouse. It had recently been under investigation for blight and structural problems before this deadly fire.
This is a devastating scene. This is complicated, and it is going to take us time to do the methodical, thorough, and professional investigation that these families deserve to find out what in fact happened.
We have begun the search. We had to actually stop to shore up the building because when we went in there, we began to see some of the walls and some of the structure move. So we had to pull our people out. At this time, we've only been able to recover one decedent from that scene.
We're told the city permit was not issued for that large party that was held at the warehouse when the fire broke out. The city has now started investigating whether people lived in the warehouse illegally in the weeks before Friday's deadly fire. Over on the East Coast, another raging blaze engulfed at least 8 buildings in Cambridge, Massachusetts this afternoon. It damaged 11 total structures, destroying 8 and burned several parked cars. No residents were hurt, but officials say 6 first responders suffered minor injuries. It's reported about 60 residents have been displaced and will be assisted by the Red Cross. Omaha police need help catching a man that robbed a Pizza Hut today. It happened just before 10 this morning at the Pizza Hut on South 24th Street. Employees say they were outside the restaurant when a man in a ski mask approached them with a gun, demanded money. The employees gave it to him, then he fled on foot. He's described as 5'9" and he was wearing a blue parka. If you know anything, you're asked to contact Omaha police. The Nebraska Department of Correctional Services tells us tonight 2 inmates that were accidentally paroled are back in custody. The department says they did not adjust the sentences of 2 inmates after new sentencing laws were passed. Marcus Epp was sentenced for domestic assault and other charges in April and was paroled last month. Robert Munson was sentenced in May of 2016 for attempted possession of a controlled substance, among other charges. The department says they are investigating this mistake. In Louisiana, a deputy was shot and the man who shot him is dead following a standoff. Police say the officer-involved shooting was the result of a domestic disturbance at a home in Metairie. Deputy Nicholas Songi then encountered the suspect in the backyard and gunfire was exchanged, where he was struck in the thigh. Police say the suspect took off and was later found inside another home. That's where the suspect was ordered to drop his weapon. But instead, he raised it and pointed at police. That is when he was fatally wounded. Songi is expected to make a full recovery. Iowa lawmakers on Capitol Hill are making a renewed push to pass legislation that would make the Cedar Rapids flood project a reality. This after the region recently escaped major damage from the second highest crest on the Cedar River. Time is running out to get the project funded. Samantha Joe from our exclusive DC bureau has the story.
Than anything, and it's gonna be cold on Wednesday.
Those tire tracks, you're patrolling the area. We're watching you.
I saw you. I saw several of you hit that guardrail.
Okay, everybody drive safe out there.
Yeah, slow down.
Thanks, Brad. Later in sports, Jeff Packer will have all the highlights of UNO basketball's big victory coming up.
So lots of indoor sports like we talked about earlier. We want to stay away from that snow.
Yeah, I went to my first Mavs game a couple weeks ago. It's a good show.
Oh, it's great. They put on a great
entertaining.
atmosphere over at Baxter.
Yeah, I know the guy that flies the blimp.
I do. That's a guy to know right there.
Exactly. All right, well, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll wrap things up as soon as we come back from this commercial break. An exciting day in North Omaha as the brand new Fair Deal Cafe off of North 24th Street opened their doors. Today, customers got a chance to get hot breakfast or check out the fresh food options at the Fair Deal Market. It was certainly busy with many crowded tables and happy guests. Managers tell us they're planning a second phase to the project. Those details have yet to be revealed. The shops are now open almost daily. For more information, just log on to WOWT.com and click the link to this story. Coming up, all the fun at the holiday market this weekend.